Hey everybody. I am Paulina on the Finnish Path. Welcome to my weekly reading, good advice for the week to come. Now, um, first of all, I have to say that I am sorry if I look like a ghost, but the light is a bit challenging up here in Lapland right now. I'm sitting in front of a window and I have half closed the blinds because the light is really intense at the moment, at this time of year. We still have snow all the way up to our chin. So the whole world is still covered in snow, and that kind of amplifies the light. It's not sunny at the moment, it's cloudy, in fact, but still there is so much light going on out there that, well, it makes me look like a ghost, and I'm sorry about that. I am a living entity. See, I'm not a ghost. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, back to the reading. So, as always, I will be doing a 3 card reading, stop, start, continue reading for the coming week. It is Sunday now, and I'm going to read for Monday the 8th until Sunday the 14th. So, let's get down to business. I will tilt my camera down so that you can see. There we go. Here is my beautiful deck. This is Ham's Vintage Tarot deck. Oh, I love this deck. And if you are interested in this deck, you can find more information on this in my blog. I've made an interview with the deck, and through there you can find links to the creators page. That's Irene from My Lucky Card. This is her creation. Right, so I will be drawing 3 cards. First card is stop. That's something we need to stop doing next week. And the second card is start. That's something we need to start doing next week. Doing or paying attention to, whatever, depending on the card. And then the third card is continue. That's something we have started earlier, and we need to continue with it. It's like to, shuffle a bit more for good measure. Oh, and my Lulu woke up. Is a dog. Many of you have already seen him, actually. He's prowling about. Yeah, he's standing right next to me, and I need to pet him a little. Sorry about this. Yeah. He knows that when I come here and sit in front of this table and start talking to himself, then that means that if he comes near me, he's going to be, I'm going to be very affectionate to him. I always am, actually. Okay, but we are done. Done with the shuffling. And here we go with the draw. Right. So, first card is stop. Okay, this is 5 of Swords. Then second card is start. Oh, this is a Major Arcana card, the Sun. And third card is continue. Oh, another Major Arcana card. This is the Lovers. Right. I'll clear my deck. Lift the cards up so that you can see them better. Sorry. So, we have 2 Major Arcana cards here. And then we have a Swords card. And the Major Arcana cards, they are in start and continue positions. So those are very, very important. And stop is a minor arcana card, 5 of Swords. So, okay. So next week, we only need to shift our course ever so slightly. We are on the right path, since start and especially continue are major arcana cards. So we got this one right, if you like. We are doing something really important and doing it right. And only a slight shift is needed. And then an addition of something. This is looking really good. It is going to be important this next week because we have 2 major arcana cards here. And we've had weeks and weeks of minor arcana cards. So it's been in that way, it's been about everyday life and, you know, smaller stuff, practicalities of life. But now we are moving into something more weighty, something more significant. Let's look at each card individually. Here we have 5 of Swords. Swords are about intellect, about our thought processes. They're also a challenge and conflict, you know, swords. Yeah. And the element here is air. But swords are about things of the head, the way we think, the way we view the world and ourselves intellectually. And number 5 is, again, it is about conflict. I mean, thinking about just the numbers, the previous number was 4, and 4 was about solid foundation, you know, 4 corners in a building, or 4 legs on a table. Now add a 5th leg, and it's gonna be wonky. It's not gonna be stable anymore. It's discord. So that's what fivers in general are about. And this, so right off the bat, thinking about just fivers and swords, not paying attention to the picture here at all, just thinking about swords and fivers, then, and that we need to stop this. Then that's kind of, you know, obvious. Our conflict and discord in our life. We are sabotaging ourselves. Are we perhaps telling ourselves that we can't do this, we are not good enough, we don't deserve what we have or what we are trying to achieve? Are we undermining ourselves? Now think about that. I know that my head is always shooting me in the foot. And actually, well, my friends already know this, but I regard my head as a separate entity of me because I am so fully governed by my emotions. So whenever my head gets into my life, it always feels like as if it was someone else, you know. I find it very hard to understand my head sometimes. And my head has a mind of its own, if you like. But then looking at this picture, it's very revealing. It's quite obvious there has been some sort of altercation here. There's been a fight, not necessarily well, it's not been a fight to death since there are no bodies here, but it has been some kind of, conflict. And this dude here apparently has won. And these two in the background, they are moving away. They lost. And this card usually is very much about how we view losing, and actually, even more importantly, how we view winning. What kind of winners are we? Because this dude here, he's looking really smug. He is not a very gracious winner. He is a winner. And apparently, I mean, it seems to me that it was 2 against 1, and the 1 won. So, I mean, that's no small feat. Undoubtedly, this bloke here won fair and square, I would say. But still, I mean, look at his face. He's really smug about it. He's even taken, he's even claimed these 2 dudes' swords for himself. He's got 5 swords now. I mean, is that necessary, really? Could be. I mean, perhaps he doesn't trust these 2 dudes unless he takes their swords away. But there is kind of smugness going on in this card. So thinking about that in stop position, I'm just trying to kind of suss out which way to go here. But if we do need to stop sabotaging ourselves, then we also, I mean, perhaps what our head is telling us is that we don't actually really deserve a victory. That there are 2 against 1, so there's no way we can, win. And that is something we need to stop doing. Yeah, we can win, but when and if we do, we don't necessarily need to be as smug as this dude here. We could be more magnanimous winners. Also, oh well, no, I won't go there. We'll leave it at that. Yeah. We need to stop the self-sabotage. Okay. And then start. This ties in really nicely to the sword card. This is the sun. This is all good things with knobs on. Warmth and happiness and happy families and also clear vision. That's always something that kind of leaps at me from this card. Not just happiness and sunshine and flowers and all that, but clear vision, clarity of vision. We have been told earlier we need to start enjoying what we are doing, enjoying our own capability. And this is kind of continuum for that. We need to, well, enjoy the ride still. This is definitely kind of enjoyment. But also we need to start trusting our own vision. You see how this card ties in to this card. Stop this, stop listening to your head telling you can't. Rather, start trusting your vision. Very clever. Cards are like this. Because the truth of the matter is, we do have clear vision. We are in full sunlight right now, so we can see everything, even things that are in the shadows. We can see it all clearly. And we can trust our eyes, our vision. What we are seeing is really there. It is really true. And we need to stop letting our head, tell us that nonsense, you don't have all the facts. Yes, we do. We have all the facts. So, full on. Yeah, let's be confident. And then the continue. This is the Lovers, but this card is not necessarily about romantic love. This can be, and often is, about relationships, but not necessarily. The basis for this card is union of two separate things, two separate people, or two separate whatever. Union. In a way that when two become one, they are more than 1 + 1. They equal more than just 2. And this is what we need to continue. We have different strands in our lives, different paths we are on simultaneously. We are doing different things in our lives. And bringing these different things together, combining them, finding balance there and combining these different things into perhaps a single thread, a single path. This is something we need to continue doing. We need to kind of weave these different aspects of our lives into one. Because it is easier for us to handle then. So that kind of unity and balance is what we need to continue building, actively building this. Right, I will tilt the camera up and then we'll look at the cards a bit more. There you are. Here is the ghost again. Can you see? No, you can't. He's actually right beside me, sleeping on the floor. He's a good boy. Okay, so we got stop, start, and continue. There we are. I really like reading. There's a lot of strength here. So next week we are going to feel strong, like here, the Sun card. We are going to feel strong and grounded, and really on top of our game. Because in fact we are. That's precisely what we are, on top of our game. We are really going to feel that next week. And to keep that going, we need to keep doing this, combining these different aspects of our life, combining them, weaving them together as best we can. In fact, also doing many things at the same time. And the better we are able to accomplish this, the more grounded and the more in control we are going to feel. And when we get our head whispering in our ear, how does that happen physically? Our own head whispering in our, well, you know what I mean. When our head is telling us that we don't have all the facts and we are not actually, as good as we think and as proficient and effective and strong as we think, our head is going to be shut that down. We need to tell our head to mind its own business, because the fact of the matter is we do have all the facts. We can. So no room for doubts. We need to stop allowing this conflict infiltrate our life. We need to stop that. Also, continue cooperating with other people, with people in our lives, people around us. We are not an island. Oh, that's nice. Such a nice reading. Lovely cards. Cool. Now, as always, I will write down this reading in my blog so that you can find it there. And if you want to follow this series, you can just enter your email address in my blog and you will be notified every time I post anything new there. Or indeed, if you enjoy watching videos, then you can follow this reading and the other stuff that I do in my YouTube channel by clicking this small logo of mine that is going to appear on the lower left-hand side corner of the video by the end of the video. And yeah, it's going to be really easy for you to do that. And also, this is a reading I do for my querents. So if you feel that there is an issue that would be beneficial to you, you can find this reading in my web shop. And it's called Stop, Start, Continue. And you can place your order through there. But that was it for this Sunday and looking at the week to come. I hope to see you a week from now. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful Sunday. Hey, hey.